Did you know that more than half of pet owners let their dogs sleep in bed with them? It's true. According to a recent survey, it's a common practice. But have you ever wondered if this is actually a good idea? In this video, I'm going to take you through 9 scientifically proven benefits of sharing your bed with your furry friend. You might be surprised to learn that having your dog snuggled up beside you at night isn't just cozy, it comes with some pretty amazing perks. 1. Keeps your heart healthy. Here's something that might shock you. Sleeping with your dog could actually save your life by keeping your heart healthy. Most people think having a dog in bed is just about comfort, but scientists have discovered something incredible about what happens to your cardiovascular system when you share your sleeping space. When your dog sleeps next to you, your body releases oxytocin, the same hormone that makes you feel good when you hug someone you love. This isn't just feel-good science talk. This hormone actually lowers your blood pressure and reduces your heart rate. The American Heart Association found a real connection between pet ownership and having a healthy heart, and it goes way beyond just getting more exercise. Studies show that dog owners have significantly lower cholesterol levels and reduced risk of heart disease compared to people without dogs. Even when researchers looked at people with similar body weights and income levels, the pet owners still had better heart health. The simple act of petting your dog releases more oxytocin, which helps your heart relax and brings down your blood pressure even more. But here's the really amazing part. Your heart rate actually syncs up with your dog's when you sleep together, creating a calming rhythm that helps your entire cardiovascular system relax. Dog owners also bounce back faster from stressful events and don't get as worked up in the first place. Their heart rates stay more stable when tough situations come up. So while people worry about disrupted sleep, your heart is actually getting the workout recovery it needs every single night. Who knew that your furry friend was basically acting like a natural heart medication while you both dream? 2. Reduces stress. If you're someone who tosses and turns worrying about tomorrow's problems, your dog might be the stress buster you never knew you needed. Here's what's really happening in your brain when your dog curls up next to you at night. That simple act of petting your sleeping dog triggers a chemical reaction that's more powerful than most people realize. Your cortisol levels, that's your body's main stress hormone, drop dramatically when you have physical contact with your dog. Even just having your hand resting on their fur while they sleep sends signals to your brain that everything is okay. At the same time, your brain floods with oxytocin and serotonin, which are nature's own anti-anxiety medications. These chemicals don't just make you feel better in the moment. They actually change how your body responds to stress for hours afterward. Your heart rate slows down, your breathing gets deeper, your muscles relax in ways they can't when you're alone. A recent study found that 74% of pet owners reported significant improvements in their mental health thanks to this nighttime closeness. The researchers were surprised by how strong this effect was. People weren't just saying they felt a little better, they were reporting real changes in their anxiety levels and overall mood. While you might think your dog is just being cute and cuddly, they're actually rewiring your brain's stress response system. Your nervous system learns to calm down faster when you're used to sleeping next to your dog. It's like having a furry therapist who works the night shift, helping you process the day's worries while you sleep. 3. Increases the sense of security. Women especially might be surprised to learn that sleeping with their dog provides a very real security advantage that goes beyond just feeling cozy. Your dog's ears can pick up sounds at frequencies 4 times higher than what you can hear. This means they catch noises from outside that you'd completely miss while you're sleeping. Dogs have hearing that's 4 times more sensitive than ours, and they stay partially alert even while sleeping. Even when your dog looks completely knocked out, part of their brain is still listening for anything unusual. They're like a living security system that works around the clock without you having to do anything. This means your dog is essentially acting as a natural security system, picking up sounds and movements you'd never notice. If someone walks by your house at 2 a.m. or tries to open a door, your dog will know about it long before you would. They can hear footsteps, car doors, and other sounds that might signal trouble. But it's not just about protection from intruders. Dogs can sense when their owners are having nightmares or experiencing anxiety attacks. They pick up on changes in your breathing, heart rate, and body temperature that happen during bad dreams or panic episodes. Your dog knows when something's wrong even before you're fully awake. Many dog owners report that their pets will wake them up during bad dreams or panic episodes, providing immediate comfort. There's also a psychological component. Having a loyal companion nearby triggers our primal sense of pack safety. Studies show that people who sleep with their dogs report feeling significantly more secure and experience fewer nighttime fears. Your dog isn't just sharing your bed, They're standing guard over your peace of mind all night long. 4. Alleviates insomnia. If you're one of those people who stares at the ceiling for hours, your dog might hold the key to finally getting the sleep you've been craving. Insomnia often comes from an overactive mind that just won't shut off when your head hits the pillow. Your thoughts bounce from work problems to family issues to everything you need to do tomorrow. Having your dog's steady breathing and warm presence next to you creates what sleep experts call a calming anchor for your nervous system. This anchor gives your brain something peaceful to focus on instead of all those racing thoughts. Your dog's calm energy actually transfers to you through simple physical closeness. The rhythmic sound of your dog's breathing actually helps regulate your own breathing patterns, naturally slowing down your heart rate. When you match your breathing to theirs, your body gets the signal that it's time to wind down. This happens automatically without you even trying to control it. Service dogs and emotional support animals are specifically trained to help with sleep disorders because this effect is so powerful. These dogs learn to recognize when their owners are having trouble sleeping and position themselves to provide maximum comfort. They know exactly where to lie to help their person feel most secure. Your dog's presence helps break the cycle of anxious thoughts that typically keep insomniacs awake for hours. Instead of your mind racing through tomorrow's to-do list, you focus on the simple, peaceful rhythm of your sleeping companion. Many chronic insomniacs report falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer once they started sharing their bed with their dog. The difference can be dramatic for people who've struggled with sleep problems for years. 5. Decreases loneliness. Living alone doesn't have to mean sleeping alone, and science shows this makes a bigger difference than most people realize. When you come home to an empty house every day, bedtime can feel like the loneliest time of all. That's when your thoughts get loud, and your worries feel bigger than they really are. Loneliness isn't just an emotional problem, it actually affects your physical health, especially your sleep quality. Your body produces more stress hormones when you feel isolated. These hormones keep you awake and make it harder to fall into deep, restful sleep. Over time, this cycle can really wear you down. When you sleep with your dog, your brain interprets this as social connection, even though you're both unconscious. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between human companionship and dog companionship when it comes to feeling safe and secure. The warmth and physical presence of another living being tricks your nervous system into feeling safe and connected. Single people and those who live alone report dramatically better sleep quality when they share their bed with their pet. The difference isn't small either. We're talking about people who used to toss and turn for hours finally getting solid, uninterrupted sleep. This isn't just about having company. It's about fulfilling a basic human need for physical closeness and security. Your dog's presence helps combat the stress hormones that loneliness typically produces, especially during vulnerable nighttime hours. Many people find that this nighttime companionship actually improves their confidence and mood during the day too. When you sleep better, you wake up feeling more ready to face whatever comes your way. 6. You'll sleep more deeply. Here's where the science gets really interesting. Your dog might actually help you achieve deeper, more restorative sleep than you've ever experienced. Most people think having a dog in bed would make sleep lighter and more interrupted, but research shows the opposite is often true. When you sleep with your dog, your brain produces more theta waves. These are the brain waves associated with deep, healing sleep. Theta waves happen during REM sleep, which is when your body does its most important repair work. Your brain clears out toxins, your muscles rebuild, your memory gets organized for the next day. The oxytocin released from being close to your dog doesn't just make you feel good, it actually changes your sleep architecture. This hormone helps push your brain into those deeper sleep phases where real restoration happens. Your sleep cycles become more stable and you spend more time in the deep sleep phases where your body does its most important repair work. Some studies have found that people's heartbeats actually synchronize with their dogs during sleep, creating an incredibly calming environment. A recent study tracked people and their dogs for 7 nights using sleep monitors. The humans had an 81% sleep efficiency score, while their dogs scored 85%. For reference, a perfect sleep efficiency score is 100, so both humans and dogs were getting really good rest. This means you're not just sleeping longer, you're getting higher quality, more restorative sleep that leaves you feeling truly refreshed. People with pets were also less likely to need sleep medication compared to people without pets. Your dog is essentially helping you access the kind of deep sleep that many people struggle to achieve on their own. 7. Reduces future allergies. This one might completely flip everything you thought you knew about dogs and allergies on its head. Most parents worry that having dogs around their children will cause allergies, but science shows the exact opposite is true. The research is pretty clear on this one. Children who sleep near pets during their first year of life are actually less likely to develop allergies later. A major study found that infants who slept with their pets had significantly lower allergy rates as they grew up. This happens because their immune systems learn early on that dog proteins aren't dangerous. Early exposure to dog allergens helps train the immune system to recognize these proteins as harmless rather than threats. Your baby's immune system is like a security guard, learning who belongs in the building. When it sees dog allergens over and over again during that first year, it puts them on the safe list instead of treating them like invaders. This doesn't just apply to pet allergies. Kids exposed to dogs early also show reduced sensitivity to dust mites, pollen, and other common allergens. Exposure to 2 or more dogs or cats in the first year of life may reduce a person's likelihood of developing allergies to dust mites, bluegrass, and ragweed as well. The immune system gets better at staying calm when it meets new allergens. The key is that this exposure needs to happen during critical immune system development periods, often during sleep when exposure is prolonged. Your child's immune system does most of its learning during rest periods when the body can focus on building those protective responses. So while you might worry about your child's health, you could actually be giving them a stronger, more resilient immune system. It's like a natural vaccination program that happens every night while your family sleeps peacefully together. 8. Reduces depression. Depression often feels worst at night when you're alone with your thoughts, but your dog might be providing more therapeutic benefit than you realize. Those dark hours before sleep can make everything feel hopeless. Your worries get bigger. Your problems feel impossible to solve. But having your dog curled up next to you changes what's happening in your brain during these vulnerable moments. The physical contact with your dog during sleep triggers the release of multiple mood-regulating chemicals in your brain. Your body doesn't just release one feel-good chemical, it releases several at the same time. Serotonin and dopamine levels increase significantly when you have sustained contact with your pet throughout the night. These are the same chemicals that antidepressant medications try to boost in your system. This isn't just temporary comfort. These chemical changes can actually help reset your brain's baseline mood over time. Your brain starts producing more of these happy chemicals naturally. Studies have found that people with depression who sleep with their dogs show measurable improvements in their symptoms within weeks. The changes weren't small either. People reported feeling noticeably better after just a month of co-sleeping. The consistent, unconditional presence of your dog helps interrupt the negative thought patterns that often worsen at bedtime. Instead of spiraling into dark thoughts, you focus on your dog's peaceful breathing. While professional treatment is still important for depression, your dog is providing round-the-clock emotional support that enhances other treatments. Many people find that waking up next to their loyal companion gives them a reason to get up and face the day with more hope. Your dog's excitement to see you awake can spark motivation you didn't know you had. Oh, and before we dive into the next point, I've got something cool for you. If you head over to happydogsplace.com/gift, you can download a free guide packed with tips to make your dog's life even happier. It's full of fun ideas, helpful strategies, and all the basics every pup needs to thrive. You'll find the link in the description. 9. Improves the bond with your dog. The relationship between you and your dog reaches a completely different level when you share sleeping space regularly. This isn't just about your dog getting comfortable on your bed. Something much deeper happens when you allow your pet into your most private space night after night. Sleeping together triggers the same bonding mechanisms that happen between parents and infants. It's that powerful. Your brain releases the same hormones that create the strongest bonds in nature. Dogs are pack animals, and allowing them into your most vulnerable space sends a clear message that they're family. You're telling them they belong in your inner circle. This deepened trust shows up in every aspect of your relationship: better training response, more attentive behavior, and stronger loyalty. Dog owners who co-sleep report that their pets listen better during the day. Their dogs seem more eager to please and more focused during training sessions. The trust built during those quiet nighttime hours carries over into everything else. The extended physical closeness releases bonding hormones in both you and your dog throughout the night. Your body produces oxytocin for hours while you sleep together. Your dog's body does the same thing. You're both getting a chemical bath that creates deeper attachment. Many dog owners notice their pets become more intuitive about their emotions and needs after they start co-sleeping. Your dog learns your sleep patterns, breathing rhythms, and even your scent changes, creating an almost telepathic connection. They know when you're stressed before you do. They can sense when you're getting sick. This isn't just about having a pet anymore. You're creating a genuine partnership built on the deepest level of trust and intimacy. Does sleeping with your dog make them overly dependent? One of the biggest fears people have is that sleeping with their dog will create an overly clingy, dependent pet who can't function alone. You've probably heard this warning from well-meaning friends or family members. They worry that your dog will become a needy mess who follows you everywhere and panics when you leave. This concern is based on outdated thinking that confuses healthy bonding with unhealthy codependence. The old-school approach treated dogs like they needed to be kept at arm's length to stay independent. But modern research tells us something completely different. Research shows that dogs who sleep with their owners are actually more confident and well-adjusted, not more anxious. The American Kennel Club confirms that for a well-behaved dog, sleeping in your bed is unlikely to cause problems. Instead, it enhances the bond between you and your pet. The security they gain from nighttime bonding gives them a stronger foundation to handle daytime separations. When your dog feels truly secure in your relationship, they don't need to worry about whether you're coming back. They trust that you will. Dogs with separation anxiety often improve when they're allowed to co-sleep because their attachment needs are being properly met. Think of it like a child who sleeps well at night, being better able to play independently during the day. When basic security needs are met, independence actually becomes easier. The key is maintaining boundaries and structure during waking hours while allowing intimacy during sleep. You can still expect good behavior and obedience during the day. A well-bonded dog who sleeps with you is typically more relaxed and secure when you do have to leave them alone. Is it unhygienic to let your dog in your bed even if you clean them regularly? The biggest objection most people have to co-sleeping is the assumption that it's dirty or unhygienic, but this fear is largely unfounded. You've probably heard someone say that letting your dog in bed will make you sick or expose you to dangerous germs. The truth is much different than these common fears suggest. Regular grooming and basic cleanliness practices make sharing a bed with your dog no more risky than most daily activities. Think about it. You pet your dog, play with them, and let them lick your face during the day. Sleeping next to them isn't any different from a hygiene standpoint. The risk of disease transmission from a healthy, well-cared-for dog to its owner is extremely low. The Sleep Foundation recommends keeping your pet current on vaccinations, flea and tick treatments, and deworming schedules. When you follow your vet's basic care routine, the risks drop to almost nothing. Most bacteria and parasites that dogs carry are species-specific and don't affect humans at all. Your dog's germs are designed for dogs, not people. Simple precautions like regular baths, flea prevention, and keeping your dog above the covers eliminate most concerns. You can also wipe down your dog's paws and coat after they've been outside. Many couples share more germs with each other than they would with a clean dog. You exchange saliva when you kiss. You breathe the same air all night long. Your partner's germs are actually more likely to affect you than your dog's. The health benefits you gain from co-sleeping often far outweigh the minimal hygiene risks. With proper pet care, sleeping with your dog is no more unsanitary than many other activities you do without thinking twice. Can sleeping with your dog affect your sleep quality? The assumption that dogs disrupt human sleep is one of the most persistent myths, but scientific studies tell a very different story. People automatically think that having a dog in bed means tossing and turning all night. They imagine being woken up every time their dog moves or makes a sound. A 2017 study found that women sleeping with dogs in their room had sleep efficiency scores of 83%, which is considered excellent. Sleep efficiency measures how much time you actually spend sleeping versus how much time you spend in bed. Anything above 80% is considered really good by sleep doctors. Even when dogs were on the bed rather than just in the room, sleep quality remained at 80%, which is still very good by medical standards. The researchers were surprised by these results. They expected to see much lower scores when dogs were actually on the bed with their owners. The key factor isn't whether your dog moves or makes noise, but whether their presence helps you feel calm and secure. Your brain processes the comfort differently than the minor disruptions. Many people who think their dog disrupts their sleep are actually experiencing better overall rest and recovery. They notice when their dog shifts position, but they don't realize how much deeper they're sleeping overall. Light sleepers might notice movement more, but the stress reduction and security benefits often compensate for minor disturbances. The difference between restless sleep from anxiety and restful sleep with minor interruptions is significant for your health. Your body recovers better from sleep with small interruptions than from poor quality sleep caused by stress. Most people find that after an adjustment period, they sleep more soundly with their dog than they ever did alone. Okay, now that you know what happens if you sleep with your dog every night, I recommend you watch this other video that has just appeared on the screen. In it I explain ways to make your dog happier.